Hi everyone, this is Nurse Akosua at International RN, and this is a piece that I have prepared for especially foreign educated nurses who want assistance in taking the Nclex. I just want to make sure that I assist as much as possible. And this is just my personal review for the 9 Nclex resources that I used. I hope you enjoy this and I hope this helps you a lot. My first resource is YouWorld. I used YouWorld like most of the time, it was like my number one. And it is a Q bank and it is really good. I will rate it as 60%. It's nothing like the Nclex, but then it helps you with a critical thinking. It helps you with how to answer questions when, especially with the multiple choice questions. It's really good and well, it helps a lot of people. It helped me as well. But then if I were to rely on this 100%, I honestly do not know exactly where it will take me. But then UWorld is a good resource. But per the other resources that I used, I will rate it at a 60%. My next one is Nurse Achieve. I like Nurse Achieve because of the QBank. They do have the CAT exam there for you to have a feel of how the NCLEX is, as in the computer adaptive test. So that is a really good thing, and it helps you when you get more past passes. You realize that you're learning a lot of things, and they also have the content part of it where you can use to study. I am not the reading person, I'm not the reading type, so even though I went through the content, I concentrated more on their QBank. And I will tell you, their QBank, it's much more difficult than the actual NCLEX. Sundesk is really good, and it's basically for content. I use it much more for procedures, but then if you do not have the resources to purchase Q banks and anything, you can just buy the Saunders book and then you can go through and read from cover to cover. I couldn't do that. It's a huge book, but then it is really good. It has a lot of information that can help you a lot. But then I will give it an 80% because reading it is quite a lot. RIMA has a Q bank and other resources, but then what I used with RIMA is the RIMA quick facts, and it is content is basically for content, and I give it an 80% because it helps you review everything that you've studied for the NCLEX. So it makes you aware of the things that you do know and the things that you do not know. So yeah, RIMA is really good, and I'm solely talking about the RIMA quick facts. I have no idea how the Q bank is, but then you can give it a try if you want to. Marklemek is the bomb. He simplifies everything and makes it so easy for you to study the content for the NCLEX. I will give it a 90, and this is all I have to say. It is the bomb. Give it a try if you want to. Registered Nurse RN is a blog, but I used her YouTube videos for the content. The content that she teaches on there is basically all that you need for the NCLEX. As a foreign educated nurse, what you have to do is you have to know that there are a lot of things that you do not know about how procedures, how things are done in the United States. Simple nursing, I use it mainly for pharmacology, and he makes pharmacology so simplified and so easy. They do have a Q bank, but then I did not use it, so you can give it a try if you want to. Archer review looks a lot like the actual Nclex, the way the questions are being put out there, how vague the questions are. It looks so much like the Nclex. But then, when you look at the typos and the grammar, don't concentrate too much on it. But then, it is a very, very good resource. It looks so much like the Nclex, so it psychs you, it prepares you as to what to expect with the actual Nclex. For NCSBN Learning Extension, I use it just a little bit, but then with the practice exam, I bought it just for as a source of mock for the actual NCLEX, and it is made up of past NCLEX questions. What happens is, on for me, it was much more difficult. But then we all have our individual exam to take, and you cannot compare my experience to yours. It may be the same. Other people say the difficulty level is the same, but then for me it was much more difficult than the actual NCLEX. What happens is with this exam, when you take it, you're not able to go back and review it. There are no rationales to it, and when you're done and you get your percentage, that is the end. And it's just like the NCLEX, because at the end of the day, you will not even remember one question out of the whole lot. So that is also a really good thing that prepared me. It made me aware that I was actually ready to take the NCLEX. And I also learned that if you are able to get 50 or 60% and above, then it means you are ready for the NCLEX. But then that is my personal view, what I heard, and that is what I did. But then you can try it, you can do what works best for you. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope this helps you a lot in preparation to take in your NCLEX. Bye bye.